What's up, everybody? Welcome back to T Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Now, today is day number 3 of looking at Worlds decks, and today we're actually looking at the Junior Division and what actually won the Junior Division, I guess, overall, and that is Darkrai Giratina. It was piloted by, oh man, I know I'm probably gonna say this wrong, Shunto Sadahiro, I guess how you say his name, piloted the Darkrai Giratina deck to the finals and won. He is from Japan. Congratulations to him for winning the World Championship in Juniors. Still a crazy thing to do no matter what age division you're in, and we're gonna look over his deck and see why it did win the World Championship. Now, he did play Darkrai Giratina Garbodor, like, I think I already said that once, but if you can't see it, I don't know what you're looking at. Then if you're just listening to the sound of my voice, it'd be kind of weird because we're watching a channel about Pokemon trading cards, but whatever. So he uses like 3 different attackers. The first one is Yveltal with the Oblivion for 30, attach a Dark Energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon, and Dark Displayed for 100. Flip a coin to tell us this Pokemon can attack during your next turn. Now, Oblivion is really strong because it can knock out Pumpkaboo's without a Fighting Fury. It can knock out like Joltix without a Fighting Fury, and Pumpkaboo's without Fighting Fury as well. It can knock out some other Pokemon as well if they have like 30 or 40 HP. The only one that comes on top of my head is like Feebas, but they're probably more out there. And besides that, it's just a really good energy acceleration in this format, alright? Now we have 2 different attackers. One is Darkrai-EX. With Dark Pulse, it does 20, and this attack does 20 more damage for each Dark Energy attached to all of your Pokemon, which is really, really cool. This attack can go out of nowhere, start doing like 200 damage, maybe like turn 3. You just start swinging for 200 damage, which is pretty nice. And Dark Hit does 80 if your opponent's affected by if your opponent is asleep. This deck does 80 more damage, which we're not going to use Dark Head. We're mainly just going for Dark Pulse for a ton of damage. Now, the other attacker is going to be the Giratina-EX. Giratina-EX has the Renegade Pulse ability, makes where Megas cannot hurt it, and the Chaos Well for 100 damage, and making where your opponent cannot play tools, special energies, or stadium cards from their hand during their next turn. And there we go, that's all of our attackers, but we do have some Pokemon help. 2 Shaymin, of course, to help set up. 1 Hoopa ring, one Hoopa ring. Oh my goodness. Hoopa ring. Alright. No, 1 Hoopa-EX with Scoundring. Play this Pokemon down, search for 3 EX Pokemon, and a 2-2 Garbodor line for the Garbotoxin to make it where any Pokemon has no abilities. Which might seem counterproductive with like, you're like, Giratina, Renegade Pulse, but then I have Garbodor. Well, obviously, if you're playing against a Mega deck, you don't get down Garbodor. Alright, so that's fine, but Garbodor is so good. Shut down Shaymin, shut down Greninjas, shut down anything with abilities, which is really, really cool. It's really strong as well, because in the Worlds format, there's only Xerosic and Megaphone to get rid of tools, and now rotating on September 1st, we have no Megaphone and no Xerosic anymore. So Garbodor is going to be such a good card to play in the next set, and that's all the Pokemon in the deck. Now, we play 4 Max Elixirs, look at top 6 cards of your deck, attach a basic energy card you find there, and attach it to a basic Pokemon on your bench. 1 Super Rod, shuffle 3 combination of Pokemon energies back into your deck. 2 Trainers Mail, which I guess he could have fit the other 2 Trainers Mail in, but if you want 2 Trainers Mail, I'm not sure. I guess cut a Lysandre, and then maybe a Dark Energy, but then you're playing like not as many energies, so that'd probably not be the best. I'm not sure. If you want more Trainers Mail, you have to play around to see what you want. But 4 Ultra Ball and 4 via Seeker. Now you play 1 AZ to return 1 Pokemon back into your hand. 2 Lysandre, bring a Pokemon off the bench. 2 in. Alright. 1 Ranger to remove all effects of attacks on each player's Pokemon. Remove all effects of attacks on each player and his or her Pokemon. Which is really nice, especially if you're like, if like your opponent Chaos Wills you and you can't put down your double dragons, you can make it where you attach Jolteon, you can get rid of Quaked Punch. There's a lot of different things that Ranger can do, which is definitely a weird card and almost a one of almost every deck, just in case you do need to use it, which is really cool. 4 Sycamore, 1 Xerosic, get rid of tool or special energy card. 1 Parallel City. I think, yeah, this card's still in the format. Depending which way you flip it, you either have 3 Pokemon on your bench, or Fire, Water, and Grass do 20 less. It's a double-sided stadium, and we have a Reverse Valley as well, which you can make it where your Dark Pokemon can do 10 more damage, and or Meta Pokemon take 10 less damage. Okay, 3 Fighting Fury, give Pokemon 40 more HP and do 10 more damage, which is really cool with Giratina, because if you notice, Giratina has Chaos Will for 100, and then the Fighting Fury you do 110, which is a knockout, which is pretty amazing. 3 Float Stone to give your Pokemon Free Retreat, and mainly for Garbodor. Like, you Float Stone Garbodor, it has Free Retreat, and now Garbotoxin is turned on, which is really nice. 3 Double Dragon for Giratina. And also, I know I've been over this, but when you attach Double Dragon to Giratina, it makes Darkrai's thing count as 2 more, because that is 2 dragons, 2 dark energies being attached, because it does count as 80 energies, which is really cool, and 10 dark energies. And that is the Darkrai Giratina deck piloted by Shunto Sadahiro. I guess that's how you say his name. I'm not 100% sure. But there you go, guys. There is my breakdown of the deck. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll see the deck in action. And tomorrow we'll see another Worlds deck. And then on Friday we'll see the deck that everybody probably wants to see for the World Championship. But we'll see everybody tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. And also, I think, like I said earlier, I think this deck is still phenomenal in Standard. I think all we lose is AZ and Xerosic. Quote me, let me know if I'm wrong, but I think that's the only cards we do lose. Like, we keep Shaymin, Darkrai, Yveltal, Giratina, Hoopa, Trubbish, Garbodor, Max Elixir, Super Rod, Trainers Mail, Ultra Ball via Seeker, AZ we lose, Lysandre we keep, and we keep, Ranger we keep, Sycamore we keep, Xerosic we lose, Parallel, Reverse Valley, and the rest we keep. So all we lose for Standard is AZ and Xerosic, in which you can just cut those 2 for 2 more Trainers Mail, and you'll be A-okay. And there you go, guys. I think this deck's still going to be good in the next format. You do have to find out a way how to beat Fairies. Fairies is a deck that is kind of popping up, but maybe we'll get lucky. If you play against like Rainbow Road, you can like Giratina with a Parallel City down, which could be interesting. But we're not worried about that. We'll talk about the next format later on next week. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, pretty against Victor Sandy playing a Water, Fire, Fairy, and Colors deck. So call heads like always, and it is heads, so we'll be able to go first. Alright, so we won the coin flip, and yes, I would love to go first onto our turn. What do we get? Alright, so there's a Giratina, Yveltal. Alright, so set up Yveltal. We're going first, so I'm just going to press done right now. Don't put the Giratina down just yet, and we'll see what our opponent is playing. So there is a Klefki. Okay, so Klefki could be anything. Alright, so I'm going to Ultra Ball. Discard. I kind of want to discard in a Dart to get out Trubbish, to get the Float Stone to play, which I think is going to be the smart play. So yeah, we'll discard these 2. We will grab a... Man, I'm so tempted to grab Hoopa, but no, I'm going to grab Trubbish. I'm going to grab Trubbish. Put down Trubbish. Put down Giratina. Float Stone this guy, and I'm going to via Seeker for in. I don't want to play Max Elixir just yet. I want to save that for a Darkrai. So we'll in, both players shuffle their hand in the deck and get 6 new cards. Alright, so it's a Dark Energy, Darkrai, Double Dragon, and some other stuff. So I'm going to... I'm going to Double Dragon this guy. Put down Giratina and just... put down Darkrai and just pass. Now we could play Trainers Mail, but I want to draw a card, then Trainers Mail to dig a little bit deeper, and then hopefully hit an Ultra Ball. So we see Trainers Mail. Looks like my opponent's going to look at... My opponent's going to look at top cards of their deck. Gonna grab Sycamore. Now, Klefki has the Wonderlock. Oh, my goodness. Alright, so basically it says, prevent any damage done to Pokemon this card is attached to by attacks from your opponent's Mega Evolution Pokemon. Alright, and it gets discarded at the end of the turn as well. So what you can do with Klefki, if it has to be on your bench, right? It has to be on your bench. You discard Klefki, put it onto one of your Pokemon, and make it where they can't be hurt by Megas. We don't play the Mega Pokemon, so we don't care about that. And we see Pokemon Ranger 2 Fighter Juice being discarded. Intake coming down the field as well, with the Combat Blaze. Volcania coming down. So it looks like a fire deck. Volcania-EX coming down. Which, this deck is getting a lot of hype for the next format. Especially because you can Wonderlock your non-EXs and make it where Megas can't hurt them. And you can knock them out fairly, not knock them out fairly easy, but you can 2-shot them while they can't even touch you, which is really nice. So Volcanion has the Power Heater, this guy has the Combat Blaze for each of your Pokemon, and Volcania-EX for the Steam Up. So we see Trainers Mail. Good look at top cards of their deck, okay, and let's see what does our opponent decide to get out. Now I guess this is their Fire/Water Pokemon because Volcanion is Dual type. So Scorched Earth coming down to the field, which we do have the Reverse Valley to counteract that. Alright. Does he put down the Scorched Earth or not? It's a big question. Now, on my turn, we gotta get lucky with this Trainer as well. That's the main thing. So, see Scorched Earth coming down, okay? And I'll probably see discard a fire, draw 2 new cards. There we go. Now you could attack with Volcania to Power Heater, put 2 energies on both these guys, which is really nice. But Blacks, I imagine my opponent's playing like a set, like for next set, like for next format. So he doesn't play Blacksmith because this card is not legal. So you see Energy Retrieval, gonna put 2 fire energies into their hand. He can put 1 of Volcania. And maybe use Steam Up if he wants to. I'm not sure if he wants to do that or not. Like, it only does plus 20 more, or plus 30 more. But yeah, he's going to go for Steam Up, do 30 more damage with the Entei and Volcanion. Okay, and Volcania-EX. All basic fire Pokemon do 30 more damage. That'd be pretty broken with anybody. Yes, if you discard a fire energy, anybody does extra 30 damage. Alright, so Escape Rope. I'm gonna send up the Trubbish because it does have the Float Stone and he can't be knocked out. The max he can do is like 50, and like I said, if you play in next format, he doesn't have a muscle band unless he Shaymins and then he puts down the Volcanion and then he knocks it out. Then I'd be really sad. There's a one unlock. Gonna put it onto the Volcanion, I imagine. No, it's the Entei. Okay. Alrighty, and let's see what else does that opponent do. Now, opponent probably did that so he can't lice. I don't know why he did that actually. I don't know, just get the Klefki off field. Maybe to see what the Klefki looks like. There's Klefki just chilling right there. Look at that. That's so cool. A Pokemon card attached to Entei. Flare-EX coming down. Oh, there's a Shaymin. Oh, no. If it gets that Volcanion and a Fire Energy, this guy get knocked out. Oh, no. My opponent bluffed us. I guess I should have sent in, like, the Giratina or something. Oh, man. It does give it the Volcanion and a Fire Energy. Oh, there's an Ultra Ball. Oh, no. Oh, mistakes were made. Discards a Entei and something else. Oh, my goodness. Does he... Oh, there's another Volcanion-EX. Okay. Squeaky messed up. We shouldn't have sent the Trubbish. Alright, so he's going to knock out Trubbish, which is very bad because we need our Garbodor in play to get rid of these steam ups. Alright, so Power Heater for the knockout. Way to go, Squeaky. Way to go. Alright, so my opponent's going to put two Fire Energies onto somebody. And let's see who does the opt to put on Volcanion and the Entei. Alrighty. I just can't believe we did that, though. Alright, so send it into Yveltal. And on to our turn. What happens? Alright, so we get a Max Elixir. So I'm going to Max Elixir. We'll get a Dark Energy onto, I guess, Giratina. Oh, no. Oh, no, I should have. Alright, we'll trade as well first. Okay, there's a VS Seeker. We have an in discard pile, right? It's in, yeah. So we'll grab VS Seeker, okay. So grab VS Seeker, put a Dark Energy in the active, put down Reverse Valley, and yep, that's fine like that. And we will VS Seeker for in, give us a new hand of 6. Now we're looking for another Trubbish because Squeaky is silly and discarded that. Alright, so in, both players show off the hand and deck and get 6 new cards. Alright, so we get Ultra Ball, discard Lysandre, and Darkrai? Yep, okay. We'll grab another Trubbish. We could grab Shaymin. No, we're going to go with Trubbish. We're going to go with Trubbish. We're going to be smart here. Grab Trubbish. Put that down. And we will Oblivion for 30 damage. Alright, so 30 damage. Or 40. Take that. Putting a Dark Energy on the Darkrai to get that guy powered up as well. We could start using the good old Dark Pulse next turn. And on our opponent's turn, let's see what's going to happen. Now, we can put down Float Stone Trubbish, Ultra Ball for Shaymin, set up for 6 new guards, and hopefully be good to go. Get the Garbodor out so Steam Up does not work anymore. I think the note about this new set, or the new rotation, is no Xerosics, Megaphones, Tool Scrappers, or anything like that. So my opponent can't really knock out, can't get the 12 Trubbish, so they have to go for a knockout while Lysandre up. So we see Steam Up, it looks like they're going to do 80 damage right now, okay? And show me the 80 damage from Power Heater, and he's gonna probably power up these two guys once again. But let's see what Victor has for us. Let's see which Pokemon he decides to do. What does he decide to do? Fighting for Belt, going down onto the Volcanion, give it 30 more HP, or 40 more HP, I'm sorry about that. And we'll see a Power Heater for 2, 8, so 90 damage, which is still not a knockout. Does he have a Lysandre though? He has a Lysandre. I'll be really upset. I'll be really sad. So Fire Energy gonna Flare-EX, okay. And we'll see Power Heater. Now, Flare has, let's see, Flash Fire ability to move an energy from one Pokemon to another, so he's gonna move it to the Flare-EX. But once if we get the Garbodor out, we can make it where he doesn't do that anymore. So Fire Energy on the EV and Fire Energy onto the Volcanion-EX. Alright, so in our turn, we're definitely playing like a really slow game right now, but we're Ultra Ball, discard Double Dark. We're looking for good old Shaymin. Come to me, Shaymin. We could go for Garbodor, but that'd be pretty bad. We'll Float Stone the Trubbish, and we'll Shaymin set up for 6 new cards. And let's see, what can we find with Shaymin? Don't let me down, buddy. And alright, there's a oh my goodness, we got it. Alright, so Max Elixir. Going to get a Dark Energy on Darkrai. We will Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2. And we're gonna grab a Hoopa. We already discard Hoopa, right? Yeah, we already discard Hoopa. I guess we could get the Garbodor. We could keep the Garbodor in because it does have the free retreat. I'm gonna go press done. Put down Garbodor and Sycamore. I think there's Sycamore in here. Never mind. I lied. There's no Sycamore in the discard pile. Alright, so I guess we'll just go for a Blivewing for 40. And put a Dark Energy onto the Giratina. There we go. So right now, Darkrai's doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. Next turn, we could take a knockout. I guess we should grab Giratina, and then we can, like, put a double dragon on it. But then, I kind of want to get Parallel City, discard the Shaymin. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. But on my opponent's turn, they cannot use their abilities anymore, which is great. We cannot knock out the Volcanion, which is, I guess, is okay. Like, we're definitely, like, in a who sets up more kind of thing. But as soon as he attacks the Volcanion or Flareon, we should be able to knock out Darkrai by the time this war starts happening. That's the plan, at least. So let's see, what does Victor have for us? I guess I should have grabbed the Giratina regardless. To put it down next to Oblivion to it, get another energy in play. Yeah, that was definitely a silly mistake. But we'll see who goes first. Who decides to attack first? So energy onto the Flareon EX. Okay. And there's the Power Heater. Going to do another just 30. He will knock us out next turn. Okay. That's the thing to note. Alright, so Fire Energy on the Flareon EX. And onto our turn. What do we get? We get an in. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to play in. I'm going to shuffle our hand in the deck and get 6 new cards. Okay. Parallel City. We could bump the Shaymin. We could. I'm going to Dark Energy Shaymin. And then I'm a Blivewing 430 onto the Shaymin. Now, that may seem weird why I'm doing this, but my opponent's in a like a weird thing where if they attack with Flareon, who do they go for? Do they go for Garbodor or the Shaymin? But right now, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're doing 160. I think next turn we'll attack with Giratina, just the Chaos Will. And how much is Flareon doing? Okay, 110. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 150 right now with that Flareon EX. He is getting very, very scary. But if we have VS Seeker for Lysandre. We could knock it out next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that would knock out the Flareon EX if he knocks it out this turn. We can Lysandre the Flareon, or VS Seeker for Lysandre, bring it up, put a Dark Energy on somebody, and take a knockout, which would be really, really nice. Okay. Alright, so let's see what does Victor do here. Now, once again, Victor does not have access to Xerosic Megaphone because he's playing new build. There's another energy going on a Flareon, okay. So that's 6 energies on a Flareon EX. That is something scary. But we can set up Darkrai, knock out the Flareon. There we go, Power Heater for the knockout. So it goes down to 4 price cards, and we'll see what happens. We'll set up Darkrai, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's a Sycamore, so we'll put a Dark Energy onto the Garbodor. VS Seeker for a Lysandre, bring up that Flareon EX and take a knockout while we can. Come to me, Flareon. And we will Dark Pulse for the knockout. Hopefully Squeaky does math right. And yeah, 210. I was wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 plus 20. That's okay. That's why. That's why. And then okay, so that's okay. Alright, we're good. I forgot about the 20 plus 20. Alright, and then the Reverse Valley give it 10 more damage. Alright, we're good. So into our opponent's turn. What will they do now? That's the question. Now, we are down 3 VS Seekers, which is kind of bad. Volcanion come up onto our opponent's turn. And once again, they're in a situation. Let's see, they get Power Heaters. Oh, they get Power Heaters for 40. No, 30. And then they can use Volcanion Heat, which is not enough for a knockout. Alright, so 3 Fire Energy shuffle back in their deck. Alrighty. And let's see what else does our opponent have. That's the big question. Now, we could next turn go for a Castle to knock out the Volcanion. And make it even harder for opponent to take a knockout the following turn. I really want to find a Super Rod to get back some Darkrai's. There's a Scorched Earth coming down. They can discard discard a Fire Energy, draw 2 new cards, okay? But regardless, we can use Giratina to take a knockout, which I think is a great play. Or even Yveltal. We find Yveltal, we can take a knock on it. Oh, no, we can't. No, we can't. I lied. Never mind. Never mind. We have to use either Darkrai or Giratina. Alright, so let's see what Victor hit. Okay, VS Seeker for Lysandre. Bring up the Giratina. I'm actually okay with this play. Fighting for going down to the Volcanion EX, okay. And there's a Power Heater for just 30 damage, which I guess next turn, if he gets a Fighting for he can knock us out this guy. How much? Okay, so 220. Alright. So we get a Max Elixir. We'll play that. Alright, looks like there's no valid target. we'll put down Dark Energy this guy. And we'll Parallel City. Flip it around this way so his fire and water Pokemon do 30 less, alright? And then we'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw in 7 new cards. Alright, let's see, what do we find? Alright, so we get a Fighting for Belt. We can put down the active if we want to. Yeah, that seems great. And we'll go for Chaos Will. Alright, so we're looking good now. We're looking real good. So we'll go down to 3 prize cards. Show me the money. There is a Professor Sycamore, which we can't play. If we play Sycamore, we deck out. Alright, so under our opponent's turn. Alright, here comes Volcanic. Alright, but we have Xerosic, so we can Xerosic that Fighting Fury Bell off and potentially knock out this Volcanic next turn, which would be really, really good for us. Alright, so let's see what does our opponent do. The max they can do right now is 140, because the Fighting Fury Bell, whatever. Another Volcanic coming down. No, Rough Seas, not Rough Seas. Oh my goodness, my game's glitched. Alright, now we're good. Okay, Volcanic Heat for 120. Alright, so on our turn, we get a Super Rod. Alright. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. I think I'm still gonna Xerosic. Oh, how do we do this? How do we do this now? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 160, 170, 180. So I think we take a knockout this turn. I'm gonna double dragon this guy. Xerosic, discard the Fighting for Belt. Retreat. And when we retreat, we'll discard, we'll choose this guy to come up. We'll discard 1 and 2. Press done. Send in the Darkrai, and I'm pretty sure this is a knockout. Unless I did my math wrong. Okay, we'll see what happens. Dark Pulse. Yeah, 200 damage. There we go. Alright. Darkrai is so good. Alright, so we'll go down to 2 prize cards. 1 and 2. We get a Fighting for Belt and a Float Stone. Alright, so under our opponent's turn, what can they do? Will Darkrai, Giratina, Garbodor take a win? And like I said, these decks are, like, our deck is pretty, like, sure it's going to pretty much stay the same. Like, we don't have AZ anymore. I think that's the only card we lose out of this deck. I think that's the only card we lose. Like I said, I could be wrong. I think we lose Xerosic as well. Oh, yeah, that would be clutch. Like, that would have been really bad. Like, playing the Xerosic is like we just cheated last turn because we're not playing Noob, we're playing the home. Man, yeah, that would have been bad. But Comet Blaze for 60 damage. Doesn't matter. On to our turn. We will take a knockout. And there we go, guys. I know, I guess if we're playing like new stuff, we couldn't have Xerosic. But I would have felt really confident. We would have treated regardless into the Darkrai, smack it again, and then the following turn, Lysandre Shaymin for the knockout, which has been my play. Because like Giratina can take a knockout on the Shaymin pretty easily. So there you go, guys. My opponent can seize the game. That was 16 minutes long. That was a pretty long game. But there you go. You can understand the concept of the Darkrai Giratina deck. We covered this before, but still a really, really good deck. And that's why I won the Junior Division of the World Championship. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow in the Thursday's video. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.